It's all going a bit wrong here. Pole's just pushed in on this forehand side. I might have to go back out and readjust it, but this is not looking good again. Welcome back. I'm back out, and I'm back out in Northumberland. You might have thought, where's he been? I've had a little bit of sabbatical, to be perfectly honest. I've still been getting out, but in terms of filming, it was detracting away from the experience, so I kind of give a little bit of rest and just was enjoying the moment. I'm feeling a bit more refreshed and energised, so I'm back out with the camera to grab another overnighter for you. So I'm up in Northumberland, like I said before. It's pretty low, about 300 metres one. I'm not going to give the location away. If you know it, you know it. Or if you'll have a look on the map, you should be able to find it. But we're in for a good night. Sun's going to be setting the next hour, half an hour. So I'm going to get set up and get sorted. I've managed to get the tent up, as you can see. The light's starting to fade a little bit now because it's getting on to 6 o'clock. But I'm out in the top tent notch. Perfectly good tent for this sort of weather. We're in that kind of autumn where we're coming out of to summer and you're unsure whether it's going to be cold or not, or how windy it's going to be, but we're forecast around about 30 kilometres an hour tonight, so nothing this can't handle. I've had it out in some pretty bad weather actually. We're meant to get about 3 degrees tonight, so I've got some of kind of my 3 season gear as opposed to winter. I might be a little bit disappointed if I get cold, but we'll see. So let's get set up. Right, let's see what gear I've brought with me today. I've got a couple of new bits to try. So I've got all my camera equipment there, which I'm just going to stick down the side for the minute. Electronics. I have brought a little ground sheet, which is just a Cheviot, which was kindly sent to me, so thank you very much, you know who you are. I'm going to stick this underneath here. Have a little bit of some kind of porch, I think. Doesn't really matter though. Doesn't matter too much. Doesn't matter too much. The ground's pretty alright. It's not sodden or anything like that. But the sun's just went by in the clouds there, so hopefully it'll come back up and we'll get a little bit more of a sunset before we get sorted. Cook kit and food. And then on to, I've got a winter hat as well, just in case. I'll stick that up the top end. Got the down jacket. Don't need that right now, but I will be very, very soon. This one, if you're a follower of the channel, you've seen numerous times. This is Flames Creed quilt, good down to about 0 to 1, I would say, with a pair of thermals. So we'll be testing that tonight. And my thermal pants on top. And then the one thing that I never leave home without when coming wild camping is the Thermarest new X-Therm. This thing always keeps us warm. Now if you haven't got one of these, you don't know how hard it is to actually blow one up. It takes quite a bit of air. Luckily, I have an item that will help. Let's see where it is. So I'll show you a little bit closer. So to blow up that X-Therm with your mouth would take like 5-6 minutes, and by the time you get to the top of the mountain you've had enough anyway. I've always been a keen advocate of the Flextail tiny pump, which I've had for a year maybe, and it saved me on a number of occasions. Well, Flextail have kindly sent me the ×2 version, which I'm going to try out today. I have had it out and give it a little go, and it worked seamlessly. It was very much like the first one, so I'm expecting big things. It's got the 3 times modes for the light, and it's got a slightly different connection. But in terms of what we're running, it's like I said before, Flames Creed, Thermarest X-Therm, and this here is a tip from the Border Rambler. If you're not watching him on YouTube, make sure you go and subscribe. He's got some great content. But essentially what you do is you get your inflatable pillow, get a t-shirt and wrap it around your Thermarest or your sleeping pad, and it keeps your pillow still. So really good idea, mate, that. This wind just keeps coming and going. It's decent, and then it picks up again, and the temperatures are starting to drop now, but it's good to be back out. And I've got some cracking views across to the coast, and obviously the Cheviot's behind me, which you've seen. I think I'm going to get a brew on. So I think for me coffee, I'm going to try one of these. If I can focus in. I'm going to try one of these. Contact Coffee Company, that was sent to us, Battle Prep.
and they're coffee bags, which I'm not usually used to. I normally just use the 3-in-1s, but I'm going to give these a go and see what they're like. All you do is add hot water, infuse for 3 to 5 minutes and stir occasionally. So it's always nice having a proper cup of coffee when you're out. You know, 3-in-1s are great for quickness, but when you've got a little bit more time, you know, using an alcohol stove, why not? I'll give you a verdict on these tomorrow morning once I've had one as well. Oh, love the thermarest just to be able to sit on and use to keep my butt warm. These things are worth their weight in gold. Honestly, there's nothing else I'd rather bring. Right, coffee time. Nothing unusual here, guys. Everything you've seen before. See the Summit X cup, which I'm going to use. Titanium, and I love this Speedster stove. Oh my god, it's my favourite. And all the rubbish that I've got inside. One thing I will note actually, which is pretty good, is bringing some water purification tabs, especially in winter, because if you've got a B-free filter or a Sawyer, sometimes they can freeze and they can break. So having these is a bit of an emergency, or using them instead can be really helpful. So I always keep a pack of those in. I always keep a little silica gel just to soak up any moisture, and then the rest of the stuff is just all standard. Oh, spill a bit. Get it in there. Got a little bit of milk as well that I brought with us in a little Nalgene. Have a little bit of milk with us in a little Nalgene bottle. I can't even say it, Nalgene. Well, that's me just enjoying a coffee now. And proper coffee tastes much better than those 3-in-1, so thank you for sending those. And it's starting to get nippy. I did see another light on top of the hill just over there towards Hedgehope. I don't think it was anyone. Could have been someone camping, I don't know. Quite a popular spot. But it's a shame these clouds are rolling in, because I would have loved to have got some more star photographs. Well and truly dark now. And the wind's picked up ever so slightly, but I did want to talk about the channel just for a brief second, not to bore anybody, but like everybody, you fall in and out of love with things, and I feel like I fell out of love with camping. not necessarily camping, but more video recording it. It just ate away at what I was trying to do, and now I've learned to relax a little bit more and just enjoy it and capture the moments as I go along and try and make the best video as I can. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's as simple as that. I don't know where this wind's come from, but it's here. And I think from, you know, there's a lot of focus on mental health, and you know, that was affecting me as well. So it's important you go back to the roots of why you started to do this in the first place. Well, hopefully you can hear all right. The wind has picked up quite a bit. I've just been chatting to one of the guys, the Northumberland wild camper, Davey Miles. If you haven't seen his, he does have a channel on Facebook and Instagram. Check him out, Miles from Anywhere. He just sent a message. He's up in on the Scottish border there. We're expecting 50-mile-an-hour winds over near the Cheviot. Now I'm a little bit lower, so you know, hopefully we're gonna have a little bit less, but we'll see what happens. I've actually brought 3 pillows, would you believe? Because I get terrible night's sleep usually. This border rambler, put your t-shirt over your pillow, seems to be doing the job. It's really comfortable, so fingers crossed this works. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of a podcast on and chill out and get an early night, I think. Right, I'll see you in the morning. Guys, sorry about the footage, but I'm recording on my phone. The wind has really picked up. I've just used the Explorer. I don't know if you can see that. 52 mile an hour, around about 45 mile an hour constants. And it's kicking the side of this tent in here, like. I wish I brought the hilly bird. Well guys, we've reached a peak of around about 58 mile an hour. The tarptent notch is holding on very, very well. You know, it's important to have strong walking poles, so hopefully they're going to stay out the night. This has been pushing on my face the whole time. It is what it is. This pool, we're looking 66 to 70 mile an hour winds here in a tarptent notch in Northumberland. Who would have thought? Forecast is showing 35 mile an hour. I've just checked. Right, probably around about 5:45-ish. I made an early start. temp was getting in the right state, and it didn't feel like it was letting up at all. I'm back in the car, safe and sound, everything packed away, which is great. I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. That was an interesting camp. Enjoyed it, but very, very interested. And as usual, until next time, peace out.